Experience is a very expensive lesson, and the wise thing to do is to learn the experience from others. So here's my top essentials every traveler must have in their bag. So stay tuned. Traveling is one of the best thing about life, and study shows that it's in our DNA that we are born travelers since the primal time. Okay, so if you have the chance to travel, just go. Not really necessarily that you need to go to a country. It could be a city or a town just nearby your area. You know, just go to a certain place where you never been before. And today I'm going to talk about my top essentials that you should have, that every traveler must have in their bag. So this one are based from my experiences, you know, when I wish I knew it earlier. So I'm going to share it to you guys, and some I also collect from other travelers as well. So here it goes. Okay, let's start with number 10. Sunblock. Yes. If you're traveling, especially if it's really very hot, right? It's really very important that you should bring a sunblock, because you know sometimes it's really very hot, and you don't want to ruin your skin, because you know pigmentation sucks big time. Yes, you will need to spend a lot of money in order to remove it, and some of it they don't really being removed. So make sure you put sunblock to your bags. Okay, number 9, insect repellent or mosquito repellent. Yes, this is one of the essentials that you must have every time you're going to travel, because you know sometimes you will explore in the cities, in the jungles, in the beaches, right? So make sure you always must be ready, because you don't know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, you're just going to explore. Yes, I have a case where I was in Brunei, in one of the beaches in Brunei. We take photograph, and really sunflies bit me so I have so many bite marks from the sunflies. And you know the sunflies, they're going to lay eggs to your skin, and it will numb and it's really very itchy. And then the following day I have a fever. So make sure you all the time bring insect repellent or mosquito repellent every time. Okay, number 8, cap or hat. Yes, you know, just because sometimes when it's really very hot, right? So sometimes you need to protect your face from the direct heat of the sun. So make sure you bring cap also. And also when it's raining, it's, you know, because otherwise you will get sick when it's rain, so it will protect you also. And it leads me to my number 7, the sunglasses as well. So yes, sunglasses also is really one of the most essential that you must have in your bag. I think majority of you have sunglasses, right? So it protects your eyes from the sun as well. So it's really one of the essentials. Then also it can look good in your photos, because I have last time when I was in Myanmar, and I was so sleep deprived, and also you know when I was there, and then when I took a selfie I can see that from the photos that I was so haggard, and it seems like my eye is only one line because very small already, it's getting smaller. But when I put the sunglass, boom, I think I look okay during that time. So make sure you also bring sunglass. Number 6, comfortable shoes, flip tops or slippers. Yes, at least you have an extra for this. At least you have an extra for flip tops or slippers, because you know it involves really traveling. Involves a lot of walking and walking and walking, and really the last time I suffered from tendinitis, you know, my Achilles tendon ruptured, and it's so painful that I almost give up halfway of my journey. So make sure that you bring those comfortable shoes. Leave your high heels at home. So take note of that. And talking about pain, this leads to my top essentials. Number 5, painkillers. Yes, because really you don't want to ruin your vacation or your holiday, right? And you're suffering from pain, injuries and other blisters, so you know, at least take some painkillers just to numb the pain in a few more days, because the last time I don't have painkillers and I was suffering already back in Cambodia, then I need to go to Thailand, and I already suffering in Thailand, and only when I go to on the way to Laos, then I buy some medicines for the pain, and that is the painkiller. And really during those few days I was suffering inside the hotel, I put some ice on it, so you know, just to ease the pain. So you know, don't experience like what I experienced there. So make sure you bring some painkillers with you in your bag, even just for a few days. Take note of that. Okay, number 4, soluble supplements. Yes, this is so far one of my most top essentials every time you're going to travel, you know. I took the Berocca, you know, the Berocca, it's just you put in the water and then it will, a soluble one, so straight away like you drink. Okay, so this one is so far is one of my top essentials that every time I'm going to travel, I all the time have this Berocca. And really, because as you travel to a new land, new countries, right, suddenly there's a change of weather, suddenly become very hot, suddenly become raining, right? So sometimes it's very unpredictable, and also as you travel, it involves a lot of walking and walking and walking. Sometimes your shirt get wet, and because you don't get any extra t-shirts, so your clothes suddenly get dry, you know. So what do you think is going to happen next? So yes, you usually have basic minor illnesses like fever, colds, coughing, you know. So during your travels, you don't like to happen this kind of things. So I took a Berocca, you know. It seems like it helps my immune system to boost, like to make my immune system stronger. And really, I've been traveling for so many years and I never get sick once. Okay, hopefully in the future also no. So it really helps me a lot. And also Berocca also strengthens my decision making, my brain. So I don't really, every time I'm going to decide if shit happens along the way, so I know my brain, I can rely on my brain and what I'm going to do next. So Berocca, if you're listening to this one or if you're watching this one, I can be your ambassadors. Okay, number 3, wet wipes or wet tissues. Yes, this is also one of the most essentials that you must have in your bag. When I was in Thailand, all the way up to northern Thailand, I haven't showered for like almost more than a day, and really, you know the feeling that you're not haven't showered yet, and because I haven't checked into my hotel yet, so I straight away go to sightseeing and taking photos. And really, what I did is I just wipe myself like a baby and like an infant, and really, you know, that just to feel fresh for a little bit moment. And also every time you're going to the toilet, right, sometimes there's no tissue and there's no water, and really wet tissue is really very essentials to have in your bag. So make sure to buy one of those. Okay, number 2, plastic cover for your passport and money. Yes, this one is one of the most essentials that you must have. Any sort of plastic, you know, because you need to protect your whatever the cost, whatever the consequences, right? You need to protect your passport, otherwise you will stuck there during your holidays if your passport is being wet, or you know. So protect your passport at any cost from water and rains, because I have a very unfortunate experience when I was in Indonesia. I went to visit the waterfalls, and suddenly when I was there, you know, it's in the jungle, right? When I was there, suddenly heavy raining, and really, you know, I have my bag with me, the cameras with me, so I quickly put my cameras inside the bag, and also I ran trouble. And you know, it's in the jungle, right? There's no shades, there's no you can, you know, just to wait for the rain to stop. No, so I quickly run, and you know, that kind of rain were really very heavy. And when I arrived from the, like, in the entrance, right, I was so wet, I was so damn wet, and really my bags are wet. And luckily my passport and my money and everything, it's not wet. Because why? Because I put already in the plastic. I have this clutch bag, and also the clutch bag I put in the plastic. So yes, I already think it through, you know, because always shit happens all the time. So take note of that. And the last but not the least, medicine for food poisoning. Yes. So as you travel, right, you're going to eat a new foods, right? But sometimes when you eat those foods, sometimes your stomach cannot, sometimes you will get sick, right? You will get stomach ache and diarrhea. So you don't want to ruin your holiday because of it, right? So make sure you all the time bring some medicine for food poisoning. So take note of that. So guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. This is a place where I bring you to the most exotic countries in the world, along with traveling tips and ideas. And also guys, hit the notification bell button so that you get notified every time I'm going to upload a new video. And also guys, click this video here, either this one, or this one.